I quit.
What the fuck?
It was the rat.
Yeah, no, that's dead. Hell yeah, brother.
Traumatizing.
We're a murder podcast! Hi there, I'm Audie.
I'm Danny.
I'm Elise.
And welcome to...
Blows.
Nice harmonies, guys.
Yeah.
Okay, we're doing a very highly requested episode today. This episode was actually requested by Danny's roommate, Keely.
Yay!
We are covering The Son of Sam.
Ooh, she was trying not to spoil this for me, so I appreciate it.
So for those of you that don't know, The Son of Sam is a serial killer who killed/stalked 16 different victims.
Oh, God.
Why is he the son of Sam?
What?
Is he not Sam?
No.
Does he... What's his name?
Hold
We
on.
haven't even gotten to the
Wait.
episode yet.
Wait.
Actually, y'all close your eyes real quick.
Wait, no! Ah!
Close your eyes, because I have something.
I'm very impatient, you know this.
Okay, you can look. We'll get there.
Oh, my
I'm gonna kill you! I'm gonna actually hurt you.
I had to make a we'll get there.
This is so rude.
I will be posting that on the story
The way...
of our point of view.
The way that I put it at the end so I could just revert back to it.
Oh, my fucking God.
I thought about doing it, and I was like, I have to. It's too funny.
I can't.
I'm ending it all.
Yeah.
I'm crashing out.
Okay.
Why is he Sam? He's not Sam. Why is he the son of Sam? Who is Sam and what happened? His name is David? That sucks.
Well, he sucks as a person, so it's okay that you think that. David Berkowitz was born Richard David Falco on June 1st, 1953 in Brooklyn, New York. Also, whenever I hear the last name Falco, I immediately think of Batman. Sorry, not sorry.
I think of like Falcon Man.
Falcon Man!
Think of the
What's his
sports
name?
team.
What's his name? You know, what's the superhero from Fairly Odd Parents? The one with the big chin? The Crimson Chin.
What the fuck? As someone who's never watched Fairly Odd Parents, that image is crazy.
Anyways, continue.
Anyway.
Wait.
No!
No.
2 minutes in!
Not even.
But still. Blue Falcon from Scooby-Doo.
Okay, so within a few days of being born, his mother, Elizabeth Border, gave her child away by leaving him on the steps of the orphanage. His mother had grown up as part of a poor family and was working as a waitress, and in 1936, she married Tony Falcone, an Italian-American. But this was not Berkowitz's father. Berkowitz's biological father was named Joseph Kleinman and was a businessman who, like Berkowitz's mother, was also Jewish.
Nice.
His dad wasn't even named Sam?
No.
Wait.
Get there!
No, this is stupid!
It's the slide!
But it's still... His dad's not named Sam. He's not Sam. How is he the son of Sam? Who is Sam?
We interrupt this podcast for Elise crashing out.
For context, we've been trying to get logged into Spotify creators, and it's been an hour. I'm
still not logged in. I've logged myself out. I'm not gonna think about it. If I do, I literally almost threw my phone earlier.
So the infant. Why are you laughing?
This is so dumb. Who is Sam?
You're a serial killer. Are you gonna go by your own name?
But why would he go by? Oh, I'm the son of Sam.
There's a reason, but it's not now.
Oh, this is so dumb.
2 hours later.
Okay. Honestly, coming up with a name as dumb as that, I'm not surprised his parents gave him away.
Just roast him.
It's so dumb.
So the infant Richard was adopted by Pearl and Nathan Berkowitz from the Bronx, which is how he got his last name.
Okay, Pearl is a nice name.
You're not gonna roast Pearl?
No.
The couple were Jewish hardware store retailers. They didn't have any other children and were already middle-aged, which is why they looked into adoption. So their only kid is David Berkowitz. They ended up reversing the order of his first and middle names and gave him their own surname. So rather than being Richard David, he is now David Richard. So he goes by David the rest of his life.
Okay.
So Berkowitz...
What? He looks nothing like
headline
his
is
photo.
crazy.
That's not a photo, it's a drawing!
But how do they draw him to look so off?
Because they've never seen what he looks like! It's a police sketch!
Then how do they have a police sketch if they haven't looked at him?
From a description! Okay, reeling it, guys! This is only slide 3. We have 41 to get through.
He looks nothing like... Go to the previous slide, please. Look at that! He looks nothing alike! Who is that? A member of the Beatles?
Guys, we got a case of the giggles.
Okay. Reel
I'm
it
crashing
in.
out.
Reel it the fuck in.
So Berkowitz was frequently bullied for being Jewish, and a journalist named John Vincent Sanders wrote that Berkowitz's childhood was somewhat troubled. Although he was above average intelligence, he lost interest in his education at a very early age. He soon started with petty larceny and starting fires and very minor crimes. And he also suffered a couple head injuries as a kid, which is why I just put on there he bonked his head a few times.
That was the first thing I read, and then it said bullied kid turned bad.
Neighbors and relatives would recall Berkowitz as a difficult, spoiled child and a bully. His adoptive parents consulted at least one psychotherapist due to his misconduct, but his misbehavior never resulted in a legal intervention or serious mention in his high school records. Oh my gosh, I forgot to show y'all. We gotta have the who the fuck is this page. So sorry.
I was wondering where it was.
She right here. I added pancakes to her.
Oh!
We're fancy today.
Why am I looking at this page and I don't see a Sam? Look at it! There's no Sam!
There's a reason!
Well, there's a reason! What's the reason? There's no one named Sam!
We'll get there.
I'm gonna crush out.
So Berkowitz's adoptive mother died of breast cancer when he was 14. Years later, his father remarried, and Berkowitz didn't like his new stepmom, so this created even more tension between them.
Oh, I
Aw.
bet.
And not to mention, he was already down the, like, I don't care about school, I'm gonna commit crimes kind of route. So it just spiraled from here. Berkowitz lived with his father while attending high school and graduated in 1971. At age 17, he joined the U.S. Army and served at Fort Knox in the U.S. After an honorable discharge in June 1974, he located his birth mother, Betty. After a few visits, she disclosed the details of his birth and why she left him behind. Which I couldn't find much about, but basically, her husband was a piece of shit, and she didn't want him to have to put up with that. The bio dad wanted nothing to do with him.
Oh.
So very early on, he felt abandoned by all his father figures.
Yeah.
Because he had 3 separate fathers, and all of them fucking left him for a woman. So all this news greatly disturbed him, and would be, quote, the primary crisis of his life.
Oh.
Which is what he claims the turning moment that he turned evil.
Oh my
His
god.
villain arc, if you will.
During the mid-1970s, Berkowitz began committing violent crimes. He would purposefully seek out young female victims, which is a little odd because his profile would make you think he hates his father more than the mothers. But it was always the women he hated for some reason.
Because he wanted
Because-
the attention from the dad.
Because the dads kept leaving 4 women.
You're right. All but one of his crimes involved 2 victims. So every time he would kill somebody, it was 2.
Damn.
2 at once.
Were the 2 related in any way?
Yes.
That's so sad.
They're mostly couples or friends.
Oh.
That's so sad.
We're at the first attack. It's December 24th, 1975. Berkowitz claimed when he was 22, he committed his first ever attack on Christmas Eve. He used a hunting knife to stab 2 women in Co-op City. The first alleged victim was a Hispanic woman who has never come forward and never been identified by police. The second was 15-year-old Michelle Foreman, who was a sophomore at Truman High School. He stabbed her 6 times on a local bridge. Her injuries were so serious, she was hospitalized for a week, but Berkowitz was never suspected of these crimes as they were complete strangers to each other.
Oh.
I'm having thoughts, and it has kind of nothing to do with this. So, the 1975, right? That's a band. Matty Healy goes by Truman Black. I think he's the son of Sam.
The conspiracy theories.
Who is Matty Healy's dad? Hold on.
Oh my god.
Matty Healy dad. His name is Tim.
The second attack occurred on July 29th, 1976 at around 1:10 in the morning. This was when he decided, I'm not going to stab people anymore. I'm going to just shoot them.
Oh. Crazy.
Donna Laurie, who was 18 and an emergency medical technician, and her friend Jody Valenti, who was a 19-year-old nurse, were sitting in Valenti's double-parked car discussing their evening. I love that in the research for this, it tells me they were double-parked.
Yeah, right?
Like, someone really said, you need to know that they were parked like an asshole.
Uh-huh.
So after tea time, Donna opened the car door to leave and noticed a man quickly run at the car towards them.
Ooh.
And she got pissed off immediately. She said, now what is this?
And the kid shot?
Yes.
Crazy.
He shoots Donna and kills her instantly after pulling a gun out from a paper bag and crouching in front of her. Jody was shot in the thigh, and a third bullet missed both the women. The shooter then turned and walked away quickly. Jody survived her injuries and did not recognize the killer.
Oh.
Damn.
Also, it seems like we're going to breeze through a lot of these cases, but it's because there's so much here.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
This is giving John Wayne Gacy, where it's like, we promise we care. There's just so many of them.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So, Jody described him as a white male in his 30s with a fair complexion, around 5'8" and 200 pounds. This description was repeated by Donna's father, who claimed to have seen a similar man sitting in a yellow compact car parked nearby that night. Neighbors gave cooperating reports to the police that an unfamiliar yellow compact car had been cruising the area for hours before the shooting. I also love that during this time, it was those neighbors that's like, I don't know that car. Why is that car in the neighborhood?
I'm like that all the fucking time. If there's a car in my parking spot in my apartment building, I'm like, who are you?
Like, who the fuck?
Where did you come from? What apartment are you in right now?
So the third attack happened on October 23rd, 1976. A similar shooting occurred in a secluded residential area of Queens. Carl Denario, who was 20 and worked as a security guard, 18-year-old Rosemary Keenan, who was a Queens college student. They were both sitting in Rosemary's car when the windows suddenly shattered around them.
Oh, shit.
Dang.
Carl said that it felt, quote, like the car exploded. And Rosemary's a bad bitch, so she just starts the car and speeds away without thinking anything of it.
Hell yeah.
So the panicked couple didn't realize that they had been shot at. They didn't know what happened. She just fled the scene. And as she's driving, she looks over and notices that Carl is bleeding from a bullet wound to his head.
Oh my fucking god.
To his head?
Mm-hmm. Now, Rosemary had only suffered injuries from the broken glass, but Carl needed a metal plate to replace the portion of his skull.
He lived?
He lived.
That's crazy. That's a sick story.
Police determined the bullets embedded in Rosemary's car were from a .44 caliber gun. But they were deformed, so it was unlikely it could be linked to any particular type of weapon. They just knew it was a .44.
Oh.
So they believe, because this killer, which at the time they are calling the .44 caliber killer, they believe that they shot at Carl because Carl had shoulder-length hair. So they thought it was a woman.
Oh.
And Rosemary was driving, which, you know, kind of an uncommon dynamic.
Yeah.
Yeah.
At the time, at least. Carl's father was a 20-year veteran police detective. So this caused a very intense investigation.
Oh, I bet.
Mm-hmm.
So as with the last shooting, there's no tangible motive. And even though both shootings were very similar, police didn't associate them with each other because they were investigated by different departments.
Oh.
I bet he was too close to the case.
The fourth attack. High school students, 16-year-old Donna DeMazy and 18-year-old Joanne Lamano. So both of the students had walked home from a movie shortly after midnight on November 27th of 1976. They were chatting on Joanne's porch when a man dressed in military attire approached them and asked for directions. In a more high-pitched voice, he said, quote, "Can you tell me how to get," and just stops. And at this moment, pulls out a gun. So he's like, hey, how can I get, boom!
Oh my god.
Oh, okay.
He quickly pulls out a revolver and shoots each of the victims once. As they both fall to the ground, he fires several more times, but hits the house before running away. A neighbor heard the gunshots and rushed outside of his house to see a blonde man running past, gripping a pistol in his left hand. Donna had been shot in the neck but in a non-life-threatening way, while Joanne was hit in the back and hospitalized in serious condition, where she would ultimately become paralyzed.
I was just about to say, she had to have been paralyzed from that.
Yeah.
I'm surprised the one that got shot in the neck didn't get paralyzed, too.
I don't know, man.
What's crazy to me is so many people are living.
Yeah.
It's true.
Yeah, you never see that.
Yeah.
That makes me so happy.
Sorry for your trauma, but I'm
yeah,
glad that
sorry
you're
you-
alive.
You're only 16 and 18 and you've been shot already.
And paralyzed.
On your
Yeah.
own porch.
But at least you're alive.
In the arms of an angel.
I've heard
You said in the eye of a hurricane. We went down two very different routes. So the fifth attack was around 12:40 a.m. on January 30th of 1977. Secretary Christine Freund and her 30-year-old fiancé, John Deal, who was a bartender, were sitting in John's car in Queens. They were preparing to drive to a dance hall after seeing the movie Rocky.
You know, makes sense.
Yeah.
3 gunshots came through the car, and in a panic, John drove away for help. John has sustained minor superficial injuries, while Christine was shot twice and died several hours later in the hospital. Neither victim had seen their attacker.
Oh God, they weren't even married yet.
Nope.
They were engaged.
Mm-hmm.
That's so sad.
So police made the first public acknowledgement that this shooting was similar to the other cases and that the crimes might be connected. All victims had been shot with a .44 caliber bullet, and the shootings seemed to target young women with long dark hair. The problem is, one victim claimed that the suspect had black hair, while another witness claimed there was blonde hair. So they had mixed suspects. So at 7:30 p.m. on March 8th, 1977, 20-year-old Virginia, I'm gonna fucking say this wrong.
Yeah, no,
want
I can't even say this
judgments. Voskerichian is my best interpretation of it.
Yeah.
I would like to admit, when I said it into my talk-to-text while taking notes, it spelled it correctly.
Hell yeah.
So
That's okay. That's good.
That's
Yeah.
how you say it. But she was 20 years old and walking home from her college university when she was confronted by an armed man. Something to think about is she only lived a block away from where Christine had been shot.
I'm having a stroke reading that right now.
Yeah.
Only loved one black away from a
Yeah, I was reading it too, and I was like, huh?
What did I do?
I was like trying to make sense of it. I was like, what is it saying?
We're just gonna skip
It's
that
fine.
one. So her death was actually really sad because she lifted her textbooks as a shield between her and the gun, hoping it would stop the bullet. Obviously it didn't.
Yeah.
And the bullet went straight through her textbooks into her brain and immediately killed her.
Damn.
Oh God.
So on March 10th of 1977, a press conference by the New York PD officials declared that the same .44 Bulldog revolver that had killed Virginia and Donna. These crimes were discussed by the local media virtually every day. Almost every single headline was the .44 caliber killer or he strikes back or whatever.
Yeah.
Whatever it is that day. The 7th attack was at 3 a.m. on April 17th, 1977. I'm gonna say this guy's last name wrong and I want no judgments.
I like his hair.
Fair. Alexander Esua, who was 20 years old and a tow truck driver, and Valentina Serrani, who was 18 years old and a college student. She was also an aspiring actress and model. But they were sitting in his car near Hudson River, about a block away from Valentina's home, and also a few blocks away from Donna's shooting. Residents of a nearby building heard 4 shots and called the police. Valentina, who was sitting in the driver's seat, was shot once, and Alexander was shot twice, both in the head.
Damn.
God.
You gotta admit, this guy's got some aim.
Yeah.
Well, you have to remember, because obviously we know that it was David Berkowitz.
Yeah.
I wouldn't have said all the shit in the beginning if we didn't know this. He was in the military. So he definitely knew what he was doing.
Yeah.
Valentina died on the scene, and Alexander died in the hospital several hours later without being able to describe his attacker. Police said the weapon used for the crime was the same .44 caliber Bulldog as used in the other shootings.
Bulldog?
That's the type of
that's
gun.
the type of gun.
Ah,
Like
right.
the old-timey
Revolver.
Yeah.
Yeah. So police would discover a handwritten letter near both of the victims' bodies, written mostly in block capital letters with very few lowercase letters, and it was addressed to the NYPD captain. The captain's name is Joseph Borelli. So if you hear me say Borelli, we're talking about the police.
Okay.
In this letter, Berkowitz identifies himself as the son of Sam for the first time. The press had previously dubbed it as the 44 caliber killer, but I guess that wasn't good enough for him, so he said, no, this is my name, thank you very much.
I'm gonna rename myself before we get too far into this.
Now, this letter was initially withheld from the public, but some of its contexts were revealed to the press, and the name Son of Sam quickly replaced the 44 caliber killer. The letter expressed the killer's determination to continue his work and taunt police from their fruitfulest efforts to capture him. Now, this letter is wild. It's all over the place. Most of it is misspelled, so I'm going to read it the best that I can.
Okay.
I am deeply hurt by your calling me a woman hater. Keep in mind, every time he spells woman, it's W-O-M-E-N. Whammon.
Whammon.
Whammon. I am deeply hurt by you calling me a whammon hater. I am not...
Whammon hater.
But I am a monster. I am the son of Sam. I am a little brat.
Okay.
Oh.
At least he's honest.
When Father Sam gets drunk, he gets mean. He beats his family. Sometimes he ties me up to the back of the house. Other times he locks me in the garage. Sam loves to drink blood. Quote, "Go out and kill," commands Father Sam. Behind our house some rest. Mostly young, raped, and slaughtered. Their blood drained just bones. Papa Sam keeps me locked in the attic, too. I can't get out, but I look out the attic window and watch the world go by. I feel like an outsider. I am on a different wavelength than anybody else. Programmed to kill. However, to stop me, you must kill me. Attention all police. Shoot me first. Shoot me to kill me or else. Keep out of the way or you will die. Papa Sam is old now. He needs some blood to preserve his youth. He has had too many heart attacks. Too many heart attacks. Quote, "Ugh, me hoot, it hurts, sonny boy.
This man is crazy.
I miss my pretty princess most of all. She's resting in Our Lady's home, but I'll see her soon. I am the monster Bell's bub, the chubby bell-mouth boy.
What the fuck?
I love to hunt, prowling the streets looking for fair game, tasty meat. The women of Queens are the prettiest of all. I must be the water they drink. I live for the hunt, my life. Blood for Papa. Mr. Borelli, sir, I don't want to kill anymore. No, sir, no more. But I must honor thy father. I want to make love to the world. I love people. I don't belong on earth. Remind me to yoo-hoos. To the people of Queens, I love you. And I want to wish all of you a happy Easter.
Oh.
May God bless you in this life and in the next, and for now I will say goodbye and good night. Please let me haunt you with these words. I'll be back, to be interpreted as bang, 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 bank, bang, ugh. Yours in murder, Mr. Monster.
What the actual fuck? This man is schizophrenic.
Yeah, this man is out of his mind.
Yeah. So at the time, police are like, okay, first off, what the fuck? Second off, they're trying to figure out what some of these really crazy sentences mean.
Mm-hmm.
Example, the "my oot it hurts, sonny boy," they believed was supposed to be written in like a Scottish accent, and it's supposed to be the version of "my heart it hurts, sonny boy."
Oh.
The police also believed that the shooter blamed a dark-haired nurse for his father's death due to the quote, "too many heart attacks" phrase, and the fact that Donna and her friend Jody both worked in the medical field.
Yeah, that makes sense.
The killer's unusual attitude towards the police and the media received widespread scrutiny. After speaking with several psychiatrists, police revealed a psychological profile on May 26 of 1977. He is described as neurotic and probably a paranoid schizophrenic who believed himself to be a victim of demonic possession.
Oh.
Okay.
On May 30th of 1977, Daily News columnist. And you know what? I'm leaving that take in there. Jimmy Brasling, who was the columnist, what did I say before?
Communist.
Not communist. Received a handwritten letter from someone who claimed to be the 44 caliber killer. On the backside of the envelope, neatly handprinted in 4 precise centered lines, were the words, "blood and family, darkness and death, absolute depravity," and .44. This letter gets even wilder.
Oh no.
Hello from the gutters of NYC, which are filled with dog manure, vomit, and stale wine, urine, and blood. You're not wrong.
Sounds like an average Saturday night in New York.
Hello from the sewers of NYC, which swallow up these delicacies when they are washed away by the sweeper trucks. Hello from the cracks in the sidewalk of NYC, and from the ants that dwell in these cracks and feed in the dry blood of the death that has settled into them.
This is one crazy poem.
JB, I'm dropping you a line to let you know that I appreciate your interest in those recent and heinous 44 caliber killings.
He's talking about Justin Bieber. Am I wrong?
I also want to tell you that I read your column daily and find it quite informative. Tell me, Jim, what will you have for the July 29th? I'll go ahead and break in the letter to tell you July 29th would be the 1-year anniversary of the first shooting.
Oh.
You can forget about me if you like, because I don't care for publicity. However, you must not forget Donna, and you cannot let the people forget her either. She was a very, very sweet girl, but Sam's a thirsty, loud, and he won't let me stop killing until he gets his fill of blood. Mr. Braisling, sir, don't think that because you haven't heard from me for a while that I went to sleep. No, rather, I am still here, like a spirit roaming the night, thirsty, hungry, seldom stopping to rest, anxious to please Sam. I love my work. Now that the void has been filled, perhaps we shall meet face to face someday, or perhaps I will blow away by the cops with smoking 38s. However, if I shall be fortunate enough to meet you, I will tell you all about Sam, and I will introduce him to you. My name is Sam the Terrible. Not knowing what the future holds, I shall say farewell, and I will see you at the next job. Or should I say, you will see my handiwork of the next job. Remember Miss Loria? Thank you. In their blood and from the gutters, Sam's creations. 44 caliber, here are some names to help you along. Forward them to the inspector for use by NCIC. Quote, that Duke of Death, and quote, the Wicked King Killer. Quote, the 22 Disciples of Hell, and, quote, John Wheaties.
Who is John Wheaties?
Great question.
Okay.
Rapist and suffocator of young girls. P.S. Please inform all the detectives working the slaying to remains. P.S. BJ, please inform all the detectives working the case that I wish them the best of luck. Keep them digging, drive on, think positive, get off your butts, knock on coffins, etc. Upon my capture, I promise to buy all the guys working the case a new pair of shoes if I can get the money up.
Oh.
Son of Sam.
What the fuck?
Crazy.
So they get new pairs of shoes, guys.
Let's go.
He's like, hey, I'll buy you guys shoes if you let me keep killing these people.
That reminds me of the Heaven's Gate thing.
Yeah.
Where he bought him all new shoes. Yeah. All new Nikes.
Do you think he bought him Nikes?
Probably.
Yeah.
Definitely.
I like the fact that in the first PS, he forgot to put the 2, so he put the little triangle under it.
Right?
So he could insert it.
Mm-hmm.
So underneath the Son of Sam was a logo or sketch that combined a bunch of symbols. It's never been figured out what the hell this symbol is supposed to be.
It just looks like he started drawing shit.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So quickly, JB was like, hey, police, take this, please. I don't want this. I'm just a journalist. I don't need this. And he believed that the letter absolutely had to have been from someone that at least had knowledge of the shootings, even if it was a copycat.
Yeah.
And this letter was more sophisticated in its wording and presentation, especially compared to the writings of the first letter. So they believe that this letter was created in an art studio or a professional location by someone who had expertise in printing, calligraphy, or graphic design. The unusual writing caused the police to speculate the killer was a comic book letterer, and even asked members of DC Comics whether they recognized the lettering or not.
Whoa.
Crazy. I see why they think that, though.
Yeah, I see that.
The Wicked King Wicker reference caused police to arrange a private screening of The Wicker Man in 1973.
Does it explain the Wheaties situation?
Yeah.
I would like to know.
No, the Daily News published this letter a week after it was received. The dramatic article made the Daily Newspaper the highest selling newspaper to this day, with 1.1 million copies sold.
Holy
Oh,
shit.
dang.
Because of the popularity, police received thousands of tips based on references in the publicized portions of the letter. Unfortunately, all of these tips provided useless information.
Oh.
So because the son of Sam liked dark hair, many women in the New York area decided to cut their hair off or dye it obnoxiously bright colors so that they wouldn't fit his profile.
That's punk as shit.
Right?
Yeah.
They would also buy wigs to the point that beauty supply stores could not keep up with the demands.
They were making so much bank,
They
bro.
were. Also, I just love this vintage, like...
Ice cream color.
They're so cute.
They are
reminds me of
adorable.
in Greece when Frenchie accidentally dyes her hair pink.
Oh, I love that. I love that so much.
So the 8th attack was on June 26, 1977. Salvador Lupo, who was 20 years old and a mechanic, and Judy Placido, who was 17 and a recent high school graduate, were sitting in Lupo's car around 3 a.m. 3 gunshots blasted through the vehicle. Lupo was wounded in the right forearm, while Placido was shot in the right temple, shoulder, and back of neck.
Ooh.
Oh my god.
Which, there's only 3 shots fired, which means one of those shots hit her and then hit the other
him.
guy. They were talking about the Son of Sam case right before this happened.
Oh my.
Could you imagine sitting in your car talking about it and then he just fucking shows up?
Oh my god.
Terrifying.
I would kill myself.
That's terrifying. No, he would kill you.
Neither of them had seen the attacker, but 2 witnesses reported a tall, dark-haired man in a leisure suit fleeing from the area. One claimed to see him leaving in a car and even gave a partial license plate number.
Oh.
This number was never attached to anything,
Of course it wasn't.
but you know, if you're gonna run away, apparently do it in a leisure suit.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Still can't place them.
So early on July 31st of 1977, Secretary Stacy Marowitz and clothing salesman Robert Valente, both 20 years old, were sitting in Valente's car, which was parked underneath a streetlight near the city. They were both on their first date, so they were kissing when a man approached within 3 feet of the passenger side of the car and fired 4 shots, striking both victims in the head before he escaped into the park.
No.
Violent lost his left eye while Marowitz passed away from her injuries. She is known as the only blonde victim.
Oh.
Well, it looks like in the photo, I don't know if this is true or not, she has brown roots.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's quite possible. And also, Robert has longer hair. It can be another, like, hey, could have been a woman kind of situation.
But they were kissing.
Lesbians existed.
Yes. Well, yeah, but like.
Also, her hair was kind of shorter, so it could have been roles flipped.
Yeah.
Oh, yeah.
So that night, a detective named John Felto was awakened at his home and told that he has 2 weeks to solve this murder, or it's going to be given over to the Son of Sam task force.
They had a task force.
Of course they did.
Yeah,
They were on
this is
this
the
9th attack.
You're so right.
So a local resident named Cecilia Davis was walking her dog at the scene of the shooting on August 9th. She sees a patrol officer named Michael Calentio ticketing a car parked near a fire hydrant. Moments before the police had left, a young man walked past her in the area and seemed to study her with some, like, creepy interest.
Ew.
So Cecilia was scared, obviously, and she noticed that he's holding some kind of, quote, dark object in his hand. And she gets that eerie feeling and just books it home. As she's running, she hears shots being fired behind her.
Damn.
Cecilia makes it home and locks herself in her house, where she stays silent about the experience for 4 days until she finally contacts the police, who closely check each car that had been ticketed that night in that area.
Yeah.
Berkowitz's yellow 1974 Galaxy were amongst the ticketed cars.
Oh, so they figured out that this was his car?
Yes, that is confirmed.
Confirmed?
Car. Which, from other witnesses of some of the other attacks, they all saw a compact yellow car.
Oh, that changes things.
Also, I love this car.
It's fucking
It is.
beautiful.
It's a gorgeous car.
I love her. So on August 9th, 1977, NYPD Detective James Justice called the Yorkers Police Department to ask them to schedule an interview with Berkowitz. The police dispatcher, who first took the call, her name is Wheat Carr. Her first name is Wheat.
It's Wheaties.
She is the daughter of Sam Carr and sister of Berkowitz's alleged cult members, John and Michael Carr.
John Wheatie.
John, Weedy, Sam.
It was the look down for me.
Did you want to keep going?
It was the look down.
A lot of connections.
A lot of connections.
So, we'll get there a little bit later, but what you need to know for now is David claims that he was at a satanic cult.
Okay.
So, the Carrs are supposedly members of that cult. The daughter of Sam, who is the dad, is Wheaties, and she's the one who's the operator for 911. So she answers this call.
Oh, shit.
So as soon as he mentions the name David Berkowitz, Wheat says, I can't, her name's fucking Wheat. Wheat said, quote, "Let me tell you about him. I know him. He lives right behind me." She informs James that Berkowitz had shot and wounded their black Labrador retriever named Harvey, and that Harvey was her father Sam's dog.
We were talking about something like this last episode.
Mm-hmm. So when James heard the name Sam, he had pretty much decided in his mind, like, Berkowitz is the guy.
Yeah.
So on August 10th, 1977, police investigated Berkowitz's car, which was parked outside of his apartment building at 35 Pine Street, Yorkers. They see a gun in the back seat, so they can immediately search the car without a warrant.
Mm-hmm.
They find a duffel bag filled with ammunition, maps of the crime scenes, and a threatening letter addressed to the Inspector Timothy Dowd, who was the director of the Son of Sam Task Force.
Damn.
So the letter just hadn't been sent yet.
Oh.
So police decide to wait for Berkowitz to leave the apartment rather than try and rush in.
Yeah.
Because there's like this long hallway between him and the apartment where it's really narrow. It just wouldn't have been a safe situation.
Someone was gonna get hurt.
Yeah. And they don't have a warrant for the building yet. They could do the car because they saw the gun in the back seat, but they don't have a warrant for the apartment. So they can't just bust in there.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So they end up just hanging out outside of his apartment building. So at 10 p.m., Berkowitz exits his apartment building and enters his car, where Detective John approaches the driver's side window and immediately points a gun to his temple.
Oh!
Damn.
Roles reversed.
His partner then approaches the other side of the car and points a gun on the opposite passenger side. A paper bag containing a .44 caliber bulldog revolver was found next to Berkowitz in the car that he had brought down with him.
So I think he was about to go out to do another killing.
Definitely.
So Berkowitz stated flatly, with a smile on his face, he said, "You've got me." And Detective John said, "Now that I've got you, who have I got?" David said, "You know." John said, "No, I don't. You tell me." David turns his head and says, "I'm Sam." He said, "You're Sam? Sam who?" "Sam David Berkowitz." Now there's an alternate version of this that claims that Berkowitz's first words were, "Well, you've got me. How come it took you such a long time?" But it's unconfirmed which version of that is true.
Either way, he's an asshole in each.
Yeah. So police then search Berkowitz's apartment and find it in disarray. They find satanic graffiti on all of the walls. They also find 3 completely filled diaries that he had kept since he was 21. He had noted over 2,000 fires that he set throughout New York City. And Berkowitz himself confessed that he was the Phantom of the Bronx, which was an individual responsible for more than 2,000 arsons committed around the city throughout the 1970s.
Oh my god.
At 1 a.m., he met with the mayor at the police station, and they had a brief and wordless interaction before the mayor went to the media and announced that the city of New York could rest easy because they had caught the Son of Sam.
Why is his torso so short?
Or he's wearing really high-waisted
I was about
pants.
to say, he said high-waisted. On August 11th, Berkowitz was interrogated for 30 minutes in the early morning. He quickly confessed to all shootings and expressed an interest in pleading guilty. During the questioning, Berkowitz claims his neighbor's dog, aka the black lab that we've heard about, was one of the reasons that he started killing, claiming that the dog demanded the blood of pretty young girls.
It's a dog.
The dog is Sam.
He said the Sam mentioned in the first letter was his former neighbor, Sam Carr, and that Harvey Carr's black Labrador was possessed by an ancient demon, which issued his irresistible commands that Berkowitz kill people.
Okay,
So
then.
he's possessed by the demon dog, is what he's trying to say.
He's saying that the dog is possessed and talk to him, and forced him to do these things.
It's a dog. It doesn't even have like 3 heads or anything.
You said this ain't no Cerberus. A few weeks after his capture, Berkowitz was permitted to communicate with the press. In a letter dated September 19th, 1977, he alluded to his original story of demonic possession to the press.
Oh.
He ended the letter with, quote, "There are other sons out there. God help the world."
AKA, there's a lot more dogs out there.
At a press conference in February 1979, Berkowitz declared his previous claims of demonic possession were a hoax.
Okay.
Berkowitz later stated in a series of meetings with his court-appointed psychiatrist that he had long contemplated murder to get revenge on a world he felt rejected him from day one.
Oh.
So he also told interrogators that he was planning to end it all by, quote, "going down in a blaze of glory at a Hamptons nightclub."
Do you think he was going to shoot up the club?
I think he wanted to burn it down.
Oh.
In the club, we all fam.
Oh,
we
go
die
down
together.
with it.
Captain goes down with the ship.
Mm-hmm.
So 3 separate mental health examinations determined that Berkowitz was competent to stand trial, despite his lawyers trying to enter a plea of not guilty by reasons of insanity. But Berkowitz himself wanted to refuse. Berkowitz appeared in court on May 8th of 1978 very calm as he pleaded guilty to all shootings. His sentencing was 2 weeks later, and Berkowitz caused commotion in the courtroom when he attempted to jump out of the 7th-story window.
Holy shit.
Oh.
After he was restrained, he repeatedly chanted, quote, "Stacy was a whore. I'll kill her again. I'll kill her again. I'll kill them all again." Stacy was his last victim. The court ordered another psychiatric examination after this, before sentencing could continue. During the evaluation, Berkowitz drew a sketch of a jailed man surrounded by numerous walls. At the bottom, he wrote a quote, "I am not well at all."
Oh.
He is once again found competent to stand trial.
Yep.
On June 12th, 1978, Berkowitz was sentenced 25 years to life in prison for each murder to be served consecutively. Despite prosecutors' objections of the terms, because he pleaded guilty, this makes him eligible for parole in 25 years.
Oh.
So they weren't doing 25 for each murder?
They are,
but
it still counts that after 25 you can have parole.
Have the option.
It's weird. Yeah, it's
Okay.
a weird system.
So 25 definitely. After that, they'll reconsider.
Yes, but
Okay.
you're also getting 25 consecutively times 16.
Yeah.
You're
Yeah.
getting life. So Berkowitz was sentenced to Attica for 10 years before he was transferred to a correctional facility. He described Attica as a nightmare.
Nightmare.
In 1979, there was an attempt on Berkowitz's life. So this was right after he was placed in prison. This attempt on his life left him with a huge scar on the left side of his neck, slashing from front to back, resulting in a wound that required more than 50 stitches to close.
Oh.
Berkowitz refused to identify his assailant and claimed only that he was grateful for the attack, and in his own words, it was the punishment he deserved.
This guy, like, switched up.
Oh, you're not
Really
ready.
quickly.
The switch up that we're about to talk about is crazy. In 1987, Berkowitz became an evangelical Christian.
Oh my god.
Soon after he was placed in prison, Berkowitz invited a man who was an exorcist to help him comprise an autobiography, but the offer was denied. So he then starts developing his own memoirs while still in prison with the assistance from fellow evangelicals. His statement is released in 1998 with a video interview called The Son of Hope, which is what he now refers to himself as, rather than the Son of Sam. A more extensive version is released in book form. The book is titled Son of Hope, The Prison Journals of David Berkowitz. And a website is maintained to this day called ariseandshine.org. It's ran by a church on behalf of him while he's still in prison.
Oh my god.
And this website has everything. It tells you all about his killings, tells you everything he did, and how much he regrets it now.
I don't know how much I believe this.
Not only is this website still up, the last time it was updated was 6 months ago.
Oh.
I don't believe that he turned around that quick.
No.
Yeah.
That's what I don't believe. I believe the website.
Is he still alive?
Yes.
Oh.
Yes,
Is he
he is.
still in jail?
Yes. So Berkowitz is entitled to a parole hearing every 2 years because it's mandated by the state. Though he has consistently refused to ask for his own release, he wants to be in jail.
Oh.
Sometimes he would skip the hearings altogether. So before his parole hearing in 2002, Berkowitz sent a letter to the New York governor requesting that it be canceled. He wrote, quote, "In all honesty, I believe that I deserve to be in prison for the rest of my life. I have, with God's help, long ago come to terms with my situation, and I have accepted my punishment." This request was rejected.
Oh.
He didn't show up at his 2016 hearing because he, quote, had felt he improved himself more behind bars, and that he feels he is no longer a risk to people being in captivity. And prison staff also have come forward and said that he's a very good prisoner.
So if he thinks that he's no longer a risk to the people, then why does he want to stay?
He believes he's not a risk because he's in there.
Oh.
He's like, I'm being watched all the time, so I'm okay, but if you let me out, I won't be.
Oh.
Yeah.
Okay.
His 12th parole hearing was denied in May of 2024. He did attend the hearing, but only because, quote, "To not attend a hearing can be viewed as being defiant towards authority, and that's not me. Most of all, I attend an orderly to openly apologize for my past crimes and to express my remorse." His next hearing is 1 year from when this episode is posted.
Oh.
So his next hearing will be in May of 2026.
Who the fuck is that?
In 2002, during the DC sniper attacks, Berkowitz wrote a letter to the snipers,
Oh.
telling them to, quote, "stop hurting innocent people." He made these comments in a 3-page letter that he not only sent to the 2 shooters, but he also sent Fox News personality Rita Cosby after she wrote him asking his opinions on the snipers.
Why would she do that?
I have no idea.
Okay.
So during June of 2005, Berkowitz had to sue one of his previous lawyers for the use of his name in a large numbers of letters, photographs, and other personal possessions after his ex-lawyer Hugo self-published all of them in a book titled Dear David.
Oh.
Berkowitz stated that he would drop the lawsuit only if Hugo signed over all the money he made to the victims' families.
That's actually really sweet.
Yeah.
It is nice, but like,
But also, like,
freaking me out.
fucking weird.
Yeah.
In October of 2006, Berkowitz and Hugo settled out of court, with Hugo agreeing to return the disputed items and to donate part of the book profits to the New York State Crime Victims Board. In 1979, Berkowitz mailed a book about witchcraft to police in North Dakota. So this was before he was convicted. We're kind of jumping back for just a second because I found this bit later on. So he had underlined several passages and written a few marginal notes, including the phrase, quote, "Arlene Perry hunted stock in slain followed to California Stanford University."
Oh.
So this reference was about Arliss Perry, who was a 19-year-old North Dakota newlywed who had been murdered in Stanford on October 12th of 1974. Her case was widely reported on because of the abuse not only she went through, but because of how her body was laid out after her death.
Oh.
It's very graphic. If you want to look into it, go ahead. Her jeans were laid across her in like a diamond pattern. Like she was arranged. Like kind of like Block Dahlia. Like she was arranged in a very weird way.
Yeah.
So Berkowitz had mentioned the Perry attacks in other letters suggesting that he knew details of it. So local police investigators interviewed him about it later in 2004, but concluded that he knew nothing of value, and the case of Perry was eventually solved in 2018.
Oh.
That's
long
good.
while.
So after he was placed in prison, Berkowitz began to claim that he had joined a satanic cult in the spring of 1975. In 1993, he made these claims that he was not the only shooter involved in the killings. He claimed he killed 3 out of 16 of the victims. He claimed that he and several other cult members were involved in every incident by planning the events, providing early surveillance of the victims, and acting as lookouts, drivers, and other parts at the crime scenes. Berkowitz stated that he could not give out any of the names of the accomplices without putting his family directly at risk.
His family or their family?
His family.
Oh, I wonder why. Because his family was probably part of it.
So, Berkowitz is claiming that the 3 victims he shot and killed all died because he knew what he was doing. He claims that some of the other murders were committed by, like, a woman or someone who just didn't know as much. So when they were shot, that's why the shots were so bad. Because it was someone who wasn't familiar with a firearm.
Do we know if Sam Carr was a part of this cult?
Yes.
He was? I wonder if he was the leader, and that's why he calls himself Son of Sam.
That is the thought.
Oh,
I'm so good!
So Berkowitz did name 2 of the cult members, which were John and Michael Carr, who we've already spoken about. Their father would be Sam Carr. He did not claim that Sam Carr was a part of it, but, like, come on.
yeah. You can't say, oh, hello, leader, I'm giving you away to the police.
Yeah. Unfortunately, both Michael and John had already passed away. John had been killed in a shooting/possible suicide in North Dakota during 1978, only a year prior.
Oh.
And months before Berkowitz was convicted, Michael Carr had been in a fatal car crash.
Why is the one on the bottom right kind of emo?
Yeah.
Then we get Elvis. I don't know who the fuck the top right is. He ain't got no jaw.
Are those supposed to be eyebrows or his eyelashes?
I think they're supposed to be eyebrows, but they look like poorly drawn eyelashes.
So Berkowitz claimed that John was the one that shot 2 of the victims, and Michael shot 2 of them as well. So that's 7. Who killed the other 10?
The other ones?
So Arthur Morris Terry wrote that Michael was an active member of the Church of Scientology and noted that at the time of Berkowitz's arrest, he had a list of phone numbers, including the number of Fort Harrison Hotel. It's the church headquarters in Clearwater, Florida, that the Scientologists use.
Of course it's in Florida.
Right? Like Clearwater, Florida, of all places. A video interview posted in 2016, Berkowitz said he had been influenced by reading literature from the Process Church of the Final Judgment. If you don't know what that church is, you're lucky, because basically they are neo-Nazis.
Oh.
Their logo literally looks like a modern swastika. Which is crazy because Berkowitz is Jewish.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah.
You can't tell me that's a ninja star, bitch. That is a swastika.
Yeah.
So the theory is widely believed by a lot of different people that Berkowitz actually didn't act alone. Because why else would there be 3 different descriptions of the car and 5 different descriptions of different heights, weights, shapes, sizes for the shooter?
And hair colors, too.
Yeah.
He's just the one that wanted to be caught.
The Queens District Attorney at the time even claimed that he believed there were multiple accomplices. One of the survivors, Carl De Niro, stated that he believed that more than one person was at his crime.
At the same time?
Yes.
Oh.
He believes there were more than one assailants. From prison, Berkowitz continued to assert and expand upon his claims of demonic possession. He claims in a series of 9 videos in 2015 that, quote, the voice he heard was that of a druid devil and the true origin of the Son of Sam. He added that it was never the dogs being possessed, and that detail was fabricated by the media, even though there is records in the court of him saying it himself in interrogations.
Oh, wow.
Former FBI agent John Douglas spent hours interviewing Berkowitz and concluded that he was a introverted loner not capable of being involved in group activities. Bitch, that's my autobiography.
Oh, and yet here we are.
Y'all don't count. The Son of Sam was so widely publicized that it forced the New York State Legislature to pass a law that prevents convicted criminals or their relatives from making any financial profits from books, movies, or other enterprises related to the stories of their own crimes.
Oh.
Wow.
Similar laws have now been placed in 41 other states. So we're going to end the episode just with this slide of all of the different victims. If you're just listening to this on Spotify or Apple Podcasts, I will list all of the victims in the description. But holy shit, how so many fucking people died or got hurt.
Yeah.
which is just crazy. Like, you walk up to two people and just decide, yeah, you're both gonna die.
Yeah.
That's crazy.
Because of that, it also, I couldn't find much about it, but it makes me think that he had a specific hatred for couples. I couldn't find anything about him ever having a wife or a girlfriend or anything.
Yeah.
I think it might relate back to the dads, I guess, leaving him for another woman.
I think there was definitely just something
Abandonment issues.
Something fucked up with him, obviously.
Yeah.
But like I said, to this day, he is still sitting in prison in New York. He will sit there the rest of his life, even though he's going to have hearings every 2 years. He doesn't want to get out.
How old is he now?
Yeah.
I believe he's 78.
Huh.
Dang.
And he still believes this.
Crazy work.
And that's the son of Sam.
This case was crazy from the start.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Had y'all... Like, obviously, I feel like we've all heard the name, the son of Sam.
Yeah.
But did you know anything?
I didn't know a thing.
I hadn't heard of the name or anything about it.
Oh, wow. So, like, I knew the name. I had not looked into it. I feel like I probably had heard the story a couple years ago. But I knew his picture. Like, I saw his picture all the time. Yeah. So when I actually started researching this, I was like, holy shit.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Like, this shit's crazy. And trust me, there's so much more about the satanic cult you can look into if you want. Like, I had to figure out how to make this into a one-part episode. So there's way more stuff that you can look into. This was just all the detailed bullet points that needed to be hit.
Yeah. Yeah, no, this case is crazy.
Well, thank you so much for hanging out with us. My brain hurts.
Yeah, same.
Mine too.
If you enjoyed this episode, make sure that you give us 5 stars, leave us reviews, comment, do all the things that you want to do. We appreciate it so, so much. Make sure that you follow us on TikTok, Instagram, Twitter. We also now have a Discord, guys.
Yay!
So we will leave that link in the description. If you want to chat with us, we'll have a whole page where you can put in requests, which is lit. Love that. But just also, I don't know, if you want to have more true crime friends that understand the bimbo life, you can meet us all over there.
Yeah.
Also, if you're listening to this online, don't forget there is a YouTube video. You can go and watch the slideshow, or vice versa. If you're on YouTube, you can listen to us whenever you want without the video on all of your listening devices. Make sure you check with us every Monday and Tuesday, Monday/Tuesday, whatever we decide to post.
Whatever we decide.
You know, we're busy gals. And with that being said, I'm Ani.
I'm Danny.
I'm Elise.
And this has been
Life is with Bimbos!
I just saw a picture of Patrick.
I did too!
Listen, this PowerPoint is a good one, okay?
Oh my god.
So David Berkowitz, he was born as Rachel? Why was that first fucking sentence and I fuck it up? So Berkowitz, that's not his name.
He goes around like it's old Western times. He shoots people. Tell him the son of Sam did it! Wait, I gotta...
I'm putting a Tasmanian devil in there.
My name's Mark with a B? There's a B?
It's Michael, first of all, bitch.
Oh.
Get your vines right.
My bad!
My hand hurts. It's tingling. I'm gonna throw
You gotta throw it.
I gotta throw it.
I gotta throw it.